Welcome to Eagle News. Hello, I'm Elena.
And I'm Sammy.
We're so glad you could join us today. In today's episode, we will report about Eversole Run Middle School news, national news, Ohio news, teacher focus, science news, riddles, technology news, and much more.
In Eversole News, congratulations to all of our students and staff that participated in the performances of Annie Jr. last week. It was truly amazing. Great job.
In language arts news, what is an antagonist? In storytelling, the antagonist or the opposer or combatant working against the protagonist or leading character's goal and creating the main conflict. The antagonist can be one character or a group of characters. In traditional narratives, the antagonist is synonyms with the bad guy. Examples of the antagonists include Iago from William Shakespeare's Othello, Darth Vader from the original Star Wars trilogy, and Lord Voldemort from J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter series.
On this day in history, in 1945, U.S. troops under General Douglas MacArthur entered Manila. Now for this weekend's weather.
Here's this weekend's weather. On Friday, we have a high of 62, a low of 39, and a 70% chance of rain.
On Saturday, we have a high of 56, a low of 44, and a 20% chance of rain. And then on Sunday, we have a high of 54, a low of 32, and a 20% chance of rain. That was this weekend's weather.
In science news, what is seafloor spreading? Seafloor spreading is a geologic process in which tectonic plates, large slabs of Earth's lithosphere, split apart from each other. Seafloor spreading and other tectonic activity processes are the result of mantle convection. Mantle convection is the slow churning motion of Earth's mantle. Convection currents carry heat from the lower mantle and core to the lithosphere. Convection currents also recycle lithospheric materials back to the mantle. Seafloor spreading occurs at divergent plate boundaries. As tectonic plates slowly move away from each other, heat from the mantle's convection currents makes the crust more plastic and less dense. The less dense material rises, often forming a mountain or elevated area of the seafloor.
In math news, what is measurement? It is the process of accurately determining the extent, amount, or quantitative value of an attribute such as length, weight, volume, or area. When you think of measurement, you probably think about measuring in feet or pounds, but measurement is much more than that.
For this week's weekly riddle, what comes once in a minute, twice in a moment, but never in 1,000 years? The letter M.
In social studies news, the Boston Tea Party was a political protest that occurred on December 16, 1773, at Griffin's Wharf in Boston, Massachusetts. American colonists, frustrated and angry at Britain for imposing taxation without representation, dumped 342 chests of tea imported by the British East India Company into the harbor. This event was the first major act of defiance to British rule over the colonists. It showed Great Britain that Americans wouldn't take taxation and tyranny sitting down, and rallied American patriots across the 13 colonies to fight for independence.
In National Day calendar news, today is National Homemade Soup Day and National Thank a Mail Carrier Day.
In social and emotional news, relationship skills are a set of skills that help you form healthy, happy, and strong connections. When you have deep connections with others, people who you can spend time with, you are able to enjoy just about everything else in life a bit more. Why is it important to build relationship skills? When you have relationship skills, you build happy relationships easily, and as a result, you enjoy spending time with others. Strong connections also enable you to have secure base and engage in activities with the people who you care about. All of these things make life more enjoyable.
Now it's time for this week's Eagle Recognition Awards. Each week we will pull out 6 Eagle Recognition Award winners. If your name is pulled, please go down to the office to see Mrs. Moses to claim your prize. Good luck.
This is this week's Eagle Recognition Awards. Olivia DeStadio for being service-minded and having respect by Miss Burkhaw.
Griffin Lewis for being service-minded from Mr. Armstrong.
Zach Green by being service-minded from Miss Stitchock.
Tivia Volonki for being service-minded by Miss Greco.
Brady Goldap by having ownership by Miss Hashemi and Mr. Johnson.
Bryce Jenkins for having ownership by Miss Cook.
Riley Keener by being service-minded and having ownership by Miss Smith.
Dexter Nicholson for being service-minded by Mr. Simmons.
Nolan Kay by being service-minded and having respect for Miss Crowley.
Sunkop Sirdini by having ownership by Miss Phelps.
The inspirational quote of the day is, "I have not failed, I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work," by Thomas A. Edison. I think this means it is okay to fail because you are growing and will succeed if you keep trying.
Well, that's the Eagle News for today. If you have a story you would like to have featured on Eagle News, please let Mr. McNeil know. Here at Eversole, we are creating a community of excellence by being positive, working hard, and respecting the uniqueness of ourselves and each other. See you next week and have an amazing day.